Yo, Martin D, what's up, buddy? Hey, Paulette. Welcome in, guys. I think there we go. Might flatten her out. Well, I kind of had a shit weekend this weekend. Hi, Miss Frog. Welcome in. Hey, Banjo. So Sunday, I went into work. Normally, everybody's there by 7 in the morning, and I pulled in at about 1:45, sitting there farting around on my phone, kind of getting pissed because no one had showed up yet. About 7:15, the owner of the bar walked in and said, "Hey, one of our cooks is sick, so another one's coming in, and I'm gonna be the other cook today." So that's fine. So the other cook walked in about 7:30, and the owner asked him, where is this guy sick? And he said, "No, he's in jail." And he said, "What the hell?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's in jail, and he could be in some big trouble." So the owner of the bar went out to the front of the bar, and we're back in the kitchen, and I asked him what happened, and he said that our cook had pulled out in front of a motorcyclist, and the motorcyclist hit him, and the motorcyclist passed away. And the cook that was in the accident fled the accident. So he was in jail for that, and all of his charges came up today. He got he's charged with felony DUI, felony vehicular homicide, and felony hit and run. So amongst all that shit coming down, some of you might remember on my earlier streams that this fifth one. That's not what has me kind of tore up. On my, on my earlier streams, I talked about my friend that was the best man in my wedding, and John's godfather. You know, he's a judge in town. He's a judge for our county, and all I could think of is, God, maybe I could call him, see, you know, how deep a shit this guy is in. And he's in pretty deep shit. Hi, Susie. And out of nowhere, my buddy Doug called me. And I got to know Doug from growing up. Mark and I are the other me are at the same age. I'm a couple months older. So we were both born in 70. And in 76, my mom died. So I was just a kid. And from the age of 4 till she passed away, she was in and out of the hospital. So she died. My dad remarried. And he remarried a fucking psycho bitch from hell that locked us out of the house. Anytime my dad was gone, she'd come down and beat us. And Doug just lived around the corner from me, so his family took me in, let me in to their house, to their family. His dad owns a bunch of properties in town, so wintertime would come around, I'd go out and help him clear off sidewalks. Summertime, his dad would drop us off at one end of town, and we'd have lawnmowers, and you know, the properties were close together, so we'd walk and to each property and take care of them. Well, Doug had called me Saturday with all that shit and said that he regretted to tell me, or he regrets to tell me that his sister, that's 3 years older than me, had passed away at her apartment. I mean, it fucking hit me hard. Her picture is the thumbnail. That family they mean the world to me. You know, their mom would bake me a cake every birthday I had. And, you know, we sat down as a family. And, you know, it was cool because his dad taught me a lot of shit. You know, by the age of 12, I was able to, yeah. Huh. That's true, Martin. Hi, Tracy. Sorry, I did see it. See you, say hi. Thank you for coming in. No, by the age of 12, his dad had me putting in water heaters at his apartments, and it was fun, you know. When I finished my basement, I was setting the stud walls up, and I had one of those, I don't know what the hell they call them. It wasn't a gun, but it was one of those things you hit with a hammer that has like a 22 caliber shell that'll shoot nails into concrete. Well, I took a swing and hit at it, and I nailed my thumb. And oh my God, I was in so much pain. So before I sheetrocked that wall, I wrote on one of the studs saying, just because I thought I could install a water heater, I had to do this screwed up job. Got really impatient with it, so I ended up calling the contractor and had him finish it. But no, that hit me pretty hard. I talked to Marnie about it last night, and she was it was kind of funny because, you know, their family was the only family in the neighborhood that had an intercom system that ran through the inside of their house and the outside. And Doug and I would be out farting around in the neighborhood, and she'd turn that on the outside and crank the volume up and just said, "Boys, lunch is ready." And you know, she wouldn't hear us coming in, and then because it was two-way, you could hear and talk into it. "Hey, Anthony." And she'd get back on it and say, "Boys, lunch is ready. It's pizza, pizza, pizza." And then, you know, we'd come running in. But yeah, she was 56 years old and died in her sleep of cardiac arrest. So, I kind of had the hots for her too. She was so sweet. I know you are. Yeah, she was. So yeah, I gotta go to her wake service Wednesday night, and her funeral is Thursday. Just totally unexpected. And besides, and I got off the phone, and my phone was ringing. I had my hands full of dishes and all that, and our front end manager's like, "Devin, is that you making all that noise?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sorry. My phone's ringing and I couldn't get to the phone." Well, it was Doug. So I called him back and I go, "Hey, what's going on?" And he told me that, and it just hit me hard. They all came back because they could tell I was pissed if something was bothering me. And I left. They told me to come home and, do what I had to do. So I came back home, and Doug had texted me the night before that his other sister had 2 extra VIP tickets to the air show that was in town this weekend. He had texted me that Saturday night and wanted to know if I'd be wanting to use them. And I said I had to work. But when I got home, I texted him. I go, "Hey," I know it's kind of late. I go, "Would it be cool if I kind of went out and hung with your family at the air show?" And, it took him a while to reply back. I think he was texting his sister find out if the tickets were still available. They weren't. And then plus, come to find out the air show got rained out because we had thunder and lightning on the north end of town. So I ended up going back to work and with a clear head. But yeah. So I did hold it together pretty good, I guess, through the stream so far. Hey Anthony P. Sorry, I did see you come in. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, that's her picture as the thumbnail. Thanks, Marnie. And her. Their dad sang at our wedding at the church. And, you know, usually stuff like that you have to pay for. And Amy wrote him a check, and he came back to me with an envelope, and he goes, I don't want you to open this until you leave. I said, all right. So we left the church, and Amy goes, well, what did he give you? I said, he gave me an envelope. He said, don't open it until after we leave the church, because our reception was over at the VFW in town. And I gave it to Amy, and she opened it in the car, and she said, Devin, it's the check all ripped up that I gave him. He wouldn't take it. And everybody, you know, all of Doug's brother and sisters always knew when we were in a big group. You know, like when Doug won his election for judge, we were sitting at a restaurant. There was a after election party, and we were sitting around there BSing. Ran into some friends that I haven't seen since high school or junior high school even. And his sister that passed away came. I went up to her and I gave her a hug, and I asked her how she was doing, and she said, I'm doing great. And I had John with me, and she goes, holy shit, is that little Johnny? I said, yeah. And she's like, oh my God. And then another one of her friends came up, and she introduced me. She goes, oh, this is Devin Morrill. And she's looking at me, and she goes, well, Devin is my other little brother. Doug's my baby brother, but because Doug's 3 years or 2.5 years younger than I am. So, but that whole family, the siblings will introduce me that way, you know. And even his dad, he'll introduce me to somebody, and he'll go, oh, this is Devin. Devin's been a lifelong friend. He goes, when did you move into the neighborhood? I go, 1978. He's like, yeah, he's been a lifelong friend since 1978. And people he introduces me to go, oh, really? I go, yep, I'm the hemorrhoid they can't get rid of. And everybody chuckles, but no, they all introduce me as their little brother. Except for Doug, because he's younger. So that's kind of tore me up this weekend. It's been getting better. You know, Thursday's gonna be hard as hell. Yeah. Perverted hemorrhoid, right? Well, and that was kind of one of the things, because I went, when I called Doug back, I went outside, because it was so damn noisy in the kitchen, and he told me that, and I was pacing around, and he goes, well, I finally belong to the same club as you. And I said, what club is that? He goes, of losing a sibling. Originally I thought of calling my channel like Big B Productions, and that is what everybody called my brother. He was we have what's called the Washington Pavilion here. It's a really cool place. It's a science center, it's an art center. The South Dakota Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in there. It's got a theater in it. Actually, it has two theaters in it. It's an old high school, and they converted it into this. And actually, one of the first shows that performed in there was Collective Soul. And they had to close it down because people were bouncing on the balconies, and the balconies themselves were flexing, so they had to close it down and call the engineers in. But my brother was a security guard there through another company, and he bartended too. Hey Jennifer, hello, thank you. And I bartended with him at the same bar. It was kind of funny because I would come in when they had Dart League in there, and there were like, it was called Suds and Suds. So they had a divided wall with a door. So one side had a bar and the other side had a laundromat on it. So like Wednesdays they would have Dart League, and I'd go over there, and my brother would be working, he'd be busy or shit. I'd call the bar, and one of the customers that was always in there was a good friend of his and mine, and I'd nudge him and I go, hey, watch this shit. he'd get to the phone and I'd hang up. I'd do that about 3 times. and he'd get so pissed. It was so funny. Stubbs and Sons. No, it wasn't called that. But no, all them guys for his birthday one year pooled a bunch of money together. He's a big Packer. He was a big Packer fan. And when they signed Reggie White, he was so excited and ecstatic that for his birthday, they bought him an authentic Packers jersey with 92 on it that says Big B across the top. His name was Brian, so they called him Big B. And I'd walk in the bar and they'd call me Little B, because he was quite a bit bigger than I was. So yeah, Doug brought that up, and it's like, well, it's not a fun club to belong to, but you know, my brother fought colon cancer for 5 years, and he just got to the point where there was nothing for him to do. So yeah, that guy that I would elbow and showed him that it was me calling the bar hanging up, he'd do it a couple times. Him and I, my brother's roommate's son, and a lady we know in town that owned a bunch of apartments and an old hotel in town. We went to a NASCAR race down in Kansas City, and my God, we had so much fun. My brother was sitting there. The guy was nudging at the bar, went in to take a shower, and my brother went over into the kitchen. Well, we caught up with another lady that lived there, and she managed apartments in Kansas City. So we had a free place to stay. She had an opening at one of her apartments. So my brother grabbed a rubber band and shrunk it down as small, or twirled it around as small as he could, and stuck it over the sprayer hose on the sink and put it back in there. And he goes, watch this. The guy's name's Lonnie that we're fucking with. He goes, Lonnie will get out of the shower, won't even notice. So he comes out to the kitchen to pour a glass of water, turns it on, it's spraying him right in the chest. And he just sat there and looked at us. He was shocked and didn't know what to do. They shut it off. We're all in the living room laughing our asses off at him. And he comes chasing after me. And I ran, opened up the screen door, shut the screen door. he tried to run right through the screen door. He popped the whole damn thing right out of its tracks. He didn't break the screen or nothing, but no, it was pretty cool. I just thought I'd come on because Mark overdid it this weekend. Said his knee's the size of a small car, so I'm glad you all did come in. It helped. Yeah, it's I just can't imagine what our folks are going through right now. You know, that's one thing before my dad passed away. When he went into my brother's room and saw that he had passed, he turned around and walked out. He was crying, and he said a parent should never have to bury their own child. And that little turd stain of mine, he is just so compulsive. And he got a full ride to a technical college for horticulture technology. And he's really good at what he does. He works for a landscaping company here in town. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And he now he's hemming and hawing about that. And it's like, dude, you gotta decide. Hey, our shirt guy's in that doorway. Hey, Jen, you still in here? He's trying to sick his dogs after me. Ruger! Come on, Ziva.
What the hell were you smoking yesterday that we couldn't see your house?
Oh, my last 2 sirloins from Nakamas. The fat was a little too much for it. Is Jen still in here? I'll zoom in and he'll pop his head out again.
Did you end up making an order with them people?
Yeah. I'll probably hear something by midweek, he said.
Sam got a brisket with hers.
Yeah.
She asked if I'd ask you if you'd smoke it.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that for her.
That's not very big.
Yeah. What? You trying to take a drag of my cigarette, Ruger? And you want a left-handed cigarette?
Way too much today.
Oh. You're on YouTube again. You dance like the gopher? No.
I don't remember how.
I don't remember how. Once I turn around, you'll be doing it. Don't worry, I'll tap into his camera system. Oops, sorry, I'm panning the wrong way. Alright, so, god dang it. I got my gimbal and I don't know how to work it. It's been so long. Oh, Jennifer, you saw him? Okay, these things look like ugly pieces of shit. Before Johnny got, no, I gotta zoom out now. And I'm not doing that. But yeah, Johnny trimmed these up all on his own. I think he did an awesome job. A neighbor across the street, they've been partying for like 2 weeks every night. They're getting ready to go to Sturgis. So, and he planted those plants on the steps. That was my feeble attempt. See if he's still out. No. He must be in the kitchen. The dogs are at the sliding door. He's got some cucumbers over here. He must have picked them. Nope, there's one. Marnie, if that gets you frothy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to. You know what they do? The cucumbers and buffalo chip and Sturgis. It's not cute. Uh-oh. And there's nothing. Oh, I gotta open that. Here's my Weber ashtray. There's another grill. I got too many damn grills. Let's see what this pig looks like. Oh God, I am losing my strength. 100 degrees. No, he's never been to Vegas, Jen. I'll have to pull up a video of coaches and show him that guy. Ooh, firefly. Where'd he go? Oh, he's way over there. Don't flash too hard. The bats are out. They'll come get you. Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny the other night. I came home from work and we're in the process of finding a different place for getting our cows, because him and I will go in on a cow and split up the meat. And last year was about the worst year of beef that we've had. There was so much fat. And so I came home and he was by the fence and he goes, "Hey Dev," he goes, "my daughter found a place out of Minnesota that delivers." And he goes, "You need to go check their prices out." So I went on their website and I was just freaked out because she bought a half a cow and half a pig for $1,400 and had it delivered to her house, all butchered up. And I was like, damn. And he was telling me that he had got a letter from the farmer that we used to get our meat from, $1,200 wouldn't even got us half of her order. So I placed an order with them on the internet, and I think I'm getting like 24 steaks, 30 pounds or 60 pounds of hamburger, a brisket, beef ribs, and a roast, couple roasts for $600. So we'll see how these guys go. Oh my God, freaking Marnie, you need to take your damn state birds out of here. Holy Christ, they're eating me up right now. Holy shit. Hey, Pack. You need your row back? Clint, there's a guy on Fremont Street that looks just like him, and these guys call him the guy in Fremont Street, horse shirt guy, because he's got horse shirts. He looks just like Clint, but he's got a bandana. Wears the button-up horse shirt, unbuttoned. Dances like the gopher from Caddyshack.
Oh, God.
You having a better day today?
Not really.
What's wrong?
Every day's the same.
Oh. Hey, love life. Yeah, them little bastards are everywhere. I don't know what the hell he's depressed about, but scares the shit out of me. Well, I suppose. Street lights on. I should go by Kevin and Camille's. I wonder how shitty my signal will be. Kevin's standing in the garage door smoking one of his turds. He's waving at me. What's up, Kev? These guys are fucking crazy. Well, still pulling pretty good signal in the middle of the road. Party?
Yeah.
Has it been that way the last couple of weeks?
Through Street?
No, has it been that way for the last couple of weeks? Pre-Sturgis party.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Well, you got to get in shape.
Yeah, we do this bunker biker where we let people stay. We got one tonight from Florida staying with a 70-year-old guy. So
Cool.
yeah, we had guys this week from Australia and from Colombia, South America.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there have been people from all over that just look us up and like, hey, is it okay if I
Bring
stay?
any of those fun brownies?
Yeah.
From Colombia?
Yes. He goes, do you guys just think all of us do drugs? And we're like, well, he goes, well, he was in the army fighting against the cartel.
Oh.
So
No,
he's
he
like,
didn't have any.
No, he did not. No. I don't know if you heard, we're now friends with our neighbors after all this time, finally.
Oh, well, yeah, you should.
We got narked out.
Knocked out.
Yeah, so we went up and talked to Cheryl,
Mm-hmm.
and we were telling her that this spring their dog had jumped the fence a couple times. And one time, finally, they had left the gate open, and I was like, well, you can't just let the gate open. Our dogs will get out. So I locked it. I padlocked it.
Yeah.
Their daughter came over and was like, Brooklyn was in our kitchen with the windows open, and their daughter was like, the fucking neighbors locked their fucking gate. I was like, and I told Cheryl that. Well, Cheryl told them. So then they came over to apologize. And I was
nice.
like, well, and then it all worked out. We all went out for dinner with them.
They're cool people.
We're going to get along all right. It's just training.
I am simply surprised with the snow they had back there that they didn't jump over the fence.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were in our yard 3 or 4 times. So
because they would stand up.
Oh, yeah. They look like this with that snow. But
and the knees were right up to the top of the fence.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Oh.
Kind of a shit weekend here.
Oh, no.
One of my friends was the guy that killed that motorcyclist.
Oh, no.
He's not a really good friend. He's a coworker.
Sure, but it still sucks.
Yeah, all around it does.
Yeah.
And then John's godfather called me, and those guys are really, really, really close friends of mine. And his sister passed away.
Oh, no.
So.
What's John up to now?
He is working for Weller Brothers, and he got one of them grants from the state.
Okay.
For STI, so he's going to do horticulture technology.
Good for him. Yeah.
God, he made those bushes look really good.
Yeah, he did. I saw him out there trimming. I was like, wow. Parker, get in Parker's yard. Come on. What are we filming here? Are you just
Oh,
live?
yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, and I was talking about our neighbors when you were live.
Yeah. Oh well. you didn't say nothing bad. We said they were cool.
Yeah, we're getting along now, so it's all good. It's all good. we told them about bunker bikers. They're like, so you're not swimming? So we're like, no. So just so you know,
John came as soon as they shit at it. John doesn't watch my stuff. Dad, I think them guys are. I go, well, I know the girl that has the blue pickup now.
Oh yeah. It's gone now. Oh no, the blue pickup I think is still here.
Well, though it was the orange one.
Yeah, no, that one's gone.
She crashed it.
Yeah, and then got a different truck.
Got the blue one.
Yeah, but she moved down to down south, like not Louisiana, but someplace, because she had been through rehab twice, and they're like, we can't handle this. You need. So she decided to get away, but. Yeah, they told us that whole story, and I was like, oh, she was the one that was yelling about the dog and locking the gate and all that, so, like, we're so sorry. You know,
well, she's the one that has the Hayabusa, too.
Oh, yeah, might be, yeah.
Well, Amy's paging me now.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kevin didn't want to be on stream, so gotta respect it. And we call this guy Sanford and Son because he's got so much shit around his house. Ooh. His dog's in the yard, but he lost him. Alright, well, I'm going to shut the stream down and go to bed. Oh, hey, does Camille yell that at you too, Kev? He's yelling at his dog to come. His wife's name's Camille. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming in. Oh, hey. There's the moon. It's coming. Oh, man. Hey, I'm at the car. I really got to use this thing more often. There's the moon. We're supposed to have what? Oh, there goes a bat. 2 giant moons this summer. 2, I can't remember what the hell they called them. One's a blue moon, but that's not until the 30th of August. But yeah, August we're supposed to have 2 humongo moons. Oh, I wish it was up higher above the trees, but it does kind of look cool like that. I could keep on it. My God. Make a wish on a blue moon. Alright, well, I will let you guys go. Thank you very much. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And hopefully, by the time I hit Vegas, I have a hell of a lot more subs, because I know when I hit Vegas I will gain a turd load. So thank you very much. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.